Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sizzle or Fizzle. I'm Rick,
Hey boy. Yes.
and if you didn't already know, we listen to different songs on this show and we break it down. We tell you what we think about it. At the end of the day, do we like it? AKA Sizzle, not so much. We'll give it a fizzle, and we will invite you to jump in those comments and let us know what you think about it as well.
Exactamundo.
So, Cass, today, uh, I don't think we've ever listened to Bob Seger before. And so this will be the first time we're listening to Bob Seger. And this one's called Turn the Page.
Yeah. And
And um, I know the original version was in
72.
1972, but this is from the 75 album. So it's
76.
recorded live.
76.
76 is when the album came out, but it was recorded live in 1975 in
Oh, you said
Detroit.
recorded. Recorded. Okay.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. But and I guess I'm selling the band a little short. Technically, it's Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet
And the
Band.
Silver Bullet.
Okay.
Yep.
All
And it's
right.
funny actually, because this song came out in 72 on that Back in 72 album. It was on the album, but it was never released until the 76
Hmm.
album. Yeah.
Bob, you got some explaining to do.
It was released. Oh, I forget what country. It wasn't even released in the States. It was released in
Oh, really?
Germany or something, and it got popular out there. And from there, it just went
Why? Why everybody get all the good stuff except for us? We gotta wait on this stuff.
because we got problems, even back in the 70s.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Without
What's up,
further
you on the
delay, though, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna listen, and I think it's safe to say we both heard the song before, but just kind of like break it down and then discuss our thoughts on it. And we'll be back in just a few minutes, gang.
On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to the engine moaning out his one-note song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do. And you don't feel much like riding, you just wish the trip was through. See, here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go playing star again. There I go, turn the page. Well, you walk into a restaurant strung out from the road, and you feel the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. All the same old cliches. Is that a woman or a man? And you always seem outnumbered. You don't dare make a stand. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. here I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page. Out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy you try to give away as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play. Later in the evening as you lie awake in bed, with the echoes from the amplifiers ringing in your head, you smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what you said. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, there I go.
Man, I tell you what,
Oh.
um, here's where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a sizzle. It's a sizzle, gang. Uh, there's only one thing that I didn't really like about the song, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I love the slow build. I love the depth of it. Uh, I like how he, flirts with that raspiness as he gets ready to go into another register when he's singing. It's very soulful. Um, this is one of those songs that you can sit back to and it just makes you think. I mean, I know it's written from the perspective of a rock star on the road, but you don't need those lyrics to, just jump into another world, another train of thought. And I think that a lot of people probably feel the same way about it. It takes you somewhere else just besides thinking about, a singer on the road. And if you guys like Bob Seger, please don't hesitate to leave a like for this video. Now, this was where I might catch a little hell from everybody before I turn it over to you, Kaz. The horn. I wish it was just a little bit lower in the mix.
What? Lower meaning what? Volume-wise?
Quieter, different. I don't want to say key. I mean, it works for the song, and I think it makes the song, but at the same time, I think it's just a little too loud. It almost takes you out of it.
But remember, you were listening to a live version, so
Yeah.
that could be a mixed situation because it on the cover song, it even for this for me it wasn't too loud, but on the cover version it wasn't as
Oh, you mean the
accented.
studio version?
Yeah,
The studio
yeah.
version? Okay.
Yeah, so that could be a mixed down situation.
And
They
I will
recorded
say
it
this too. I've never ever heard the studio version. Every time I
Oh,
hear it on the radio or whatever, I hear this version. So
oh,
I
yeah.
guess that means I need to get out there and, check it out.
You didn't care for the volume of the alto sax? What is
Is it a
wrong
saxophone? Okay. I
with
called it a horn too. So
you?
that should tell you right there because I called it a horn and it's a saxophone.
No, it is a horn. It's a brass. It's a brass
Oh,
horn, but it's
see,
titled saxophone. And
I-
it's an alto version. There's a soprano, there's a bass.
look over my shoulder. That's the only thing I know right now.
But it is a
By the way,
horn.
Bob Seger, if y'all looking at that album cover, good Les Paul, man. Thumbs up just for that.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, on this one, it says that he actually was playing a Gibson J45 acoustic. The Les Paul, the Gibson you're talking about, the Les Paul, it actually says Drew was the one playing the Les Paul
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just looking on the album cover there. He's got the electric Les Paul, you know.
because he got to look
Oh,
cute.
yeah, you got to. Yeah.
It's
But
gonna look
hey,
cuter with a
he
with an
still kept it
electric.
in the Gibson family. So
Yeah,
it's all
yeah,
good.
yeah. And then
Um,
of course the Charlie was just since we're talking about instruments, Charlie was playing my Ludwig drums and Zildjian cymbals. Yes. Tickle, tickle, tickle pink. Okay.
well, hey, I think it's a damn good song. And you guys can leave a comment and let us know what you think about the song as well. And I got some more to say about Bob Seger, but I'm gonna turn it over to Kaz real quick, and I want to you share your thoughts with us.
Oh, he said real quick. Let me see. Let me get my clock out. Let's see. Stopwatch and tick. So I would go back first of all what you said about the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you know the lyrics or the meaning of the song, this intertwines with what you said. It it forces you to feel the ups and downs, but for me, it actually forces you to pick a moment in time
Mm-hmm.
that takes you there. And instead of being on the road, you're thinking about, and I won't drop my subjects that I'm thinking about, but yeah. So it definitely, I mean,
I can see that. I can see that.
the vocals, the electric piano, I'm just, um, I was because we're talking about cover tune and stuff. So I watched I listened to the studio version, and I like to get out and try to check out live stuff. And I'm going to tell you, when I listen to it, I don't know about you, but because you're not a vocalist, but I listen to songs sometimes and find myself trying to harmonize or find a harmony, or if there is harmony, I try to pick various levels of the harmony and try to sing it because each level, the alto, the tenor, and all that stuff is different. So in this situation, there is no harmony.
Right.
So while I'm listening to it, I'm actually picking harmony. I'm adding harmony as I'm listening to the song. And so I go to live and I'm like, somebody has to do some kind of harmony on this damn song. And so I went in and I found on YouTube live, turn the page, Bob Seger and Jason Aldean, 2014. They did harmony, and I was tickled pink. And so I started picking, and they're doing two-part harmony. So I now am trying to add the third part in there with them as they're going, which was cool. So
So they took it to another level.
yeah, and it's even Jason actually sings a verse as well. So Bob sings a verse, Jason sings a verse, they sing together, and it was cool. So I would definitely recommend that one. Turn the page, Bob Seger and Jason Aldean, 2014.
All right. Since you mentioned that one, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the description for everybody that's watching this video because I'm going to check it out too, and we'll have the link in there. That way,
Oh
I
man.
can know everybody's thoughts on that too. Real quick
And
before
you
we, Go ahead.
You get to see his passion, Bob's passion,
Oh, you can hear that
with
in
the
his voice.
I don't know why it's moving me right now. I'm almost about to drop a tear here. You can see the passion when he's singing. I felt it. I was literally watching him and watching him do it. And you can tell at the end, he was like, yes. Oh man, you got to go to it. You got to go to it. I will sizzle it with you. Playlist wise, outside of no, I think I can put this song on any of my playlists. The truck, the cardio, I can do anything with this song. Sit and sip, oh man, I'll be drunk by the time I finish putting this song on repeat. So, and then Fonkee, this song is funky, funky, funky like a monkey. Peace.
It's safe to assume that we both like this song. And I'm going to say this before I get out of here, because I know Sizzle Gang, you guys are going to get in the comments. Hey, listen to this by Bob Seger. Listen to that. Um, Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. If you'd like us to listen to Fire Down Below and or slash either one or both Against the Wind. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to listen to old time rock and roll, and I don't want to listen to Like a Rock. Not that I don't like those songs, but they've been played to death. The
Well,
Chevy
all of them
commercial
been played
ruined
to
it for
death.
me with Like a Rock.
Yeah.
But
I forgot about that.
yeah, that's what killed that. But both of them are good songs. But I would like to break down Fire Down Below or Against the Wind. So get in those comments and let us know if that's something you want to hear from us. And we will be back real soon with more. Until then, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications,
Hit
and
the ding ding,
please,
y'all. Hit the ding
please
ding ding ding.
stay positive, stay blessed.
And no matter what's going on in your life, people, please keep moving. Did you hear that?
Later.
Later.